Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here with GP
Yes,
hiding
I'm
in the
here.
bushes. And then we are back with our monstrosity of a train, which we have most certainly added to. This is longest train part 2. Now we are up to, I believe, what do we count? 76 units altogether.
Oh, yes.
Six are locomotives, and the rest, as you can see, is an assortment of rolling stock. Everything from tier 2 to cordwood to hopper cars is what's in this one. We have six locomotives joining us on the way. So we do have a Glenbrook 48, couple class 70s, Montezuma, and a Heisler. Hopefully we can actually still get this thing to move and function as one. Do have to say, in full disclosure, the game has started acting a little silly, quite frankly, since we attached this. You can see a little bit of a graphic stutter is definitely picked up, and so that's, listen, the save file's been great. So the only thing I can write that off to is it's just what happens when you put this many rolling stock pieces and locomotives into a stack, I guess. So we'll have to see how the whole gathering up everything is going to work out, because it's getting pretty shaggy and we're just south of 100. So, who knows? What do you.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun braking downhill.
Yeah, I mean, stopping this train is going to be a whole different beast.
Yeah,
I
because
think.
we can't slam the brake on too hard, because then the pins will come out.
Yeah, I think just getting it to move is going to be honestly a fair problem to have. See, my guy's feet aren't even moving. It's just going weird. What we noticed that as we were assembling this train, that somewhere in the process, things just all of a sudden started acting a little bit weird. So, not sure what the max level is, with things, but a bit of a problem for sure when you start getting too long a locomotive. So, all right, I am firing the Montezuma. I don't know if you think. How do you feel about running the 270s?
Oh, me single running these two? I'm fine
Okay,
with it.
if you have those two, then I'll kind of start up here. The brake is now off that front hopper car, so I think the only thing we legitimately have brakes on are locomotives and maybe the tenders on the 70s.
Yeah,
So if we
I'll
pull
take it
the.
off. There we go.
Okay, how about the back one?
Nah, I took it off already.
Okay, so we're still holding, so that's good. All right. Good, good, good. Okay, I will jump in the Heisler, and I think we'll
Mhm.
start the pull from up front. Okay, I'm gonna go 100% on the reverser and start picking up some of the pull. So it's at 100 and 100.
I put the one on 40, and this one will go to
Looks
46.
like the wheels are starting
Not
to
enough.
roll a little bit.
100.
Okay, Montezuma is at 100%.
I'm moving the back class 70 also to 100.
Boy, it looks like
Um,
it's wanting to struggle to try to move.
I'll go to the
Oh,
back
you
and
still got the
push it.
brake on.
Wait, did it turn
Yeah,
itself on again?
you had the brake on the Buffalo at 100% on the Loco yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tender was
oops.
off, but the brake was on. That's why she wasn't moving. And that's going to be the bulk of our oomph there, I think, is between the Buffalo, the Ox, and Hyena
Yeah.
here are the only chances we actually have of getting us up the hill. Of course, we're starting to go. But we have four locos pulling at 100%. If we have to brake, I guess I'd probably be in the back class 70, because if we have to brake, we should probably start slowing from there.
Yeah.
Though I don't think brakes are going to be our problem once we get the rest of the rolling stock up onto the hill. I think at this
No.
point half the train's still not on the incline. So it
Yeah.
might make getting going a little easier, but I don't know what it's going to be like once it actually picks up all of the weight.
Yeah, I
See,
can go back and fire up more.
I don't think we're going to need any more locomotives.
No?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think between these four, if you really think about it, we have basically 70 cars in the stack. So that's the equivalent of like each one of the 70s is pulling 20 and the Heisler's pulling 20. Yeah, I guess we might need more. We may need more power. we
Yeah,
may
that's my
need.
way of thinking.
We're sure not taking off fast. I mean, at least the graphics bounce isn't horrible at this point. Yeah, it sounds like we might need more oomph. Yep.
Yeah, I will go to the back.
Yeah, whatever's the next loco in line. And you got both of the 70s at 100%, right?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, I just about ran right off the bridge. That's not going to be a good idea. Whatever you do, try not to fall off the bridge.
Yeah, I will try not to fall off.
Oh, you still got the brake on the other one, too.
I saw that go off.
In the cab?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay, see, now we're going. Okay, you can probably come back up, because now with the brake off, we're going. Oh, we're starting to go. I can hear them. Yep, we're going.
Oh,
It was all about the brakes.
oh, the game is acting funny for me at the moment.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sure. This is not, I don't know about getting them all together, GP. I gotta be honest. I don't know that the game
yeah,
is gonna handle a heck of a lot more than what we're doing right now.
yeah. I don't think it's a good idea. I think this is the
Se-
max. Yeah.
76. Look at it. You can't even remotely see the back end of the train down the hill. I mean, I can see the second set of hopper cars, but I don't even know which locomotive I'm looking at back there. I think that's probably Glenbrook I can see, but I don't think I can see anything much past that.
No, even the host can't see the end. Oh no.
I can still see rolling stock rolling back there. I just haven't gotten a look at the end of the train yet. That's for sure.
Yeah, and we're turning around the corner as well, so
Yeah, here we go. 70 cars, 76 car train. And this is a country mile long.
oh yeah.
That's for sure. You can still see the stock rolling up behind us back there. So it's still coming. I don't think we're gonna go any faster than this though.
No, too heavy.
Yeah, I think this is it. Bringing this one to a stop's gonna be interesting.
Oh yes.
Especially because by the time we get by the iron mine, we're gonna start going down the hill on the other side.
Yes.
And I don't even know that we hit the legitimate grade yet. We may still actually need to fire more locomotives in the process. We'll have to see. The Heisler is definitely pounding up front.
Yeah, we'll go back. Oh,
This is something. I mean, this is something.
oh yes, for sure. I
I
haven't done this big a train in a long, long time. Oh,
I've never had anything to do with a train moving this long. To be honest, not even close. And the game
no.
is not enjoying it at all. Considering we don't have performance problems on this save file, we do with this thing.
Yeah, I'm back at the 48 now. So start making this thing useful.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could put it on a little low percentage and see how the push works. I don't know if the problem is we might run into a problem where it starts pushing up in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah.
We almost probably should have just put all of the locos on the front so we had control over the pull.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
pushing
know.
a little bit. How is that feeling over there?
Yeah, I mean, everything's still rolling. So we seem to be doing okay. I don't think we're going to go any faster than what we're going, no matter what we do.
Oh no.
To be honest, I don't think we can pick it up much, but it'd be cool
Do
if
you even want
somewhere,
to pick it up? Is the
if
question.
if somewhere in here, if we could get a whole look. I just don't know that we can even get 76 cars in the frame.
Uh,
To
no,
be
not here.
honest,
No.
I don't think so. I don't know how I'd get it all in one camera view.
Uh,
I mean, just the locomotives themselves, you know, up in the front. But
can you see the 48 even?
currently, no. I can only see back to the second set of hoppers.
Okay.
Oh,
I
there's the 48. Yep, I can see the 48. It's on the front of the second set of hoppers, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so the 48 I can see. And I'm seeing the set of hoppers. Now I can see back some of the... I caught a glimpse at the rolling stock behind the hoppers, but that's about it. And the game is definitely not enjoying this. Of course,
Oh no.
this is our hardest, toughest pull that we're gonna have to
Yeah.
deal with the whole set, the whole idea of this. So, you know, maybe after this things get a little bit easier.
Yeah. I
Oh,
have seen already a few floating bits already, so the game is really.
everything is desyncing.
Oh yeah.
All right, I have reached the flat of the mine.
Oh,
Oops. So all
that's
right,
quite a bit away from me.
I am gonna kill the power on the Heisler.
Yeah, and probably also the 70s
I'm
back
go-
to 50%.
Yep, I'm gonna kill the Montezuma. Is now shut down. So we are now on the 270s alone. Wow, is that working? This thing is working. Wow.
Last 70s are really, really strong, as turns out.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Because the 48 is only got 8%, just to keep the cars a bit close in.
Okay, I am in the middle of the iron mine, so I am shutting down one class 70.
Alright.
Which I may have done too soon.
Don't worry about it.
We'll actually see.
It'll make the 48 work a little harder.
I just know we're gonna pick up the downhill. I mean, now the front
Yeah.
of the front of the train is now basically starting the downhill run on the other side. So getting it to stop is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
But oh, is that actually the end of the train back there?
Well, Posse 48, there's still a bunch more, so maybe you see it, but I can't.
I do think this is the end of the train. I think I can see the backside of the train. Sure, right there. That's the end of the train. Way up there on the opposite side. Wow. Can you see across the valley to the front of the train?
I think I saw you floating somewhere, but I don't see you now. Oh, there you were.
Okay, I'm killing the power on the Class 70. So we are coasting. As far
Alright,
as
I'll
my
go to
end
coasting
is
too.
concerned. Oh yeah, because we're going to start picking up speed. This is going to become about stopping the train now.
Yeah.
I just don't want to hit
How's-
the brakes too soon either, because once we start
Yeah.
stopping,
It'll start braking in the 48 since it's
oh,
mild braking anyway.
there's the Glenbrook. I can see the Glenbrook on the other side of the valley.
Nice.
There's the cordwood cars behind it.
Don't forget to take screenshots, Art.
Oh, look at the size of that train. Okay. I'm gonna start hitting some brakes
Oh
because
yeah, I'm
I
at 100.
okay. I gotta start hitting a lot more brakes because that didn't do a thing.
I'm going to the back. Oh, I'm start applying some brakes here. Oh,
All right, brakes are on both 70s, both tenders, and Montezuma.
and the 48 is braking at 100%.
Okay, where's the end of our train though? We're stopping.
Oh, it's at the mine.
It is at the mine?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it needs to be a little bit more forward, but yeah.
A little bit more a little bit more forward. That's very hard.
Yeah, and then it's on the actual flats of the mine.
Is it clear of all the lanes up there?
Not yet. If you want to, no, it's still on a little bit of the hill, so we
Okay.
need to move it a bit further, and then it's on the actual flats, and then to move it out of here, we need to go a lot further.
Okay. So I will take off some brakes. Now we're rolling a little bit again. I have the brakes off the Montezuma and I am pulling with Heisler.
Okay, that's good.
Brakes are still on the Class 70s because I don't really want this thing to start moving fast. How many cars do you figure we got? Like to go
Uh,
forward before we're not foul to pull the rest of those out? I guess is the
at
big.
least one full set on the back, which I'll check how many it is.
Okay.
At least 18.
What? 18? Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't. So we were barely at the mine.
Well, you're at the mine at the end, but
Right. Yeah, we're gonna need the tail end of this thing if we're gonna pick up those. There's what, 22 more cars there. So we're gonna have to be clear. We're gonna have to be clear of the mine.
yeah,
Of course, we can back them up, back down the flat, and then just attach them. So we don't need everything to be clear. So as long as we have the back end to where we can pull the stacks out, that's all we need.
yeah,
So when it's clear, whenever it's clear of the last holding chute, let me
yeah.
know, and then we'll lock everything back down.
You need still quite a bit to go, don't worry.
Okay, I'll get back on it. I was just kind of letting it coast, but I like how the icer's just creeping.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, you know what? I bet I still have. Let me see. Shoot.
Not yet, not yet. Wait, are you stopping?
No, I was in my options. I was turning up my audio. I
Oh, okay.
I will get it.
Because
It's moving the train at this
it's
point isn't going to be too. Yeah, I brought the power off while I wasn't paying attention. I don't want to cause a catastrophe.
no.
I'd rather take it a touch slower than.
Yeah, safety is good when you're running this long a train.
Yeah, if we have a problem, this is not going to be. We could go totally crazy and delete this entire spline and watch the whole thing go crash.
Uh,
I'd rather not.
sure. I mean, it's not my railroad, Art. It's
Yeah,
not my
right?
railroad.
Wow.
You can start braking now. You will be clear when it stops.
Okay. Heisler is now no longer pulling. How about that? Are we ready to stop?
Oh yeah, you are ready to full stop now.
Okay. Brake is going on Montezuma. Brake set. I don't think I even need to push the brake on the Heisler.
No, we are almost stopped here.
I'll set
There's
it
still some
just to
slack,
reset.
so yeah, okay. We're
You
done.
think? Alright, so we will turn around and take. Listen, that didn't go as bad as it could have. I mean,
No.
and while the game is definitely not happy with us, it it could have been worse. I'm not
Yeah.
sure that it won't get worse as we keep going. We are definitely finding the limit of what the game likes to do.
Oh yes. Are
I
you
would
walking back?
yeah. I
Oh.
think that this is I think one thing we have determined is that this is absolutely impractical to actually run a train this long.
Yeah. Imagine it being loaded. You'll need more power.
Yeah, I don't think there's no man. Can you imagine? There you are.
Hello. Oh.
I guess things are actually smoothing out a little bit, like as compared to what they were when we were
Yeah.
down
Less
in this
calculation. It's
down
all
in the
break.
smelter. Yeah, maybe. Hard telling. Maybe because we were on the hill was causing part of the whole problem. Don't know. At
Mm.
least things should get easier from here.
Oh yes.
A little bit of downhill helps everybody. Here we go. Evidence that it's all still here and in one piece. Oh wow.
Yeah.
We're still yeah, we're still up here.
We're getting to the end, Art. Don't worry. That's the final car up there.
This is crazy. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect call, man. We are just out of, off the switches. There we go.
Yep.
So as you can see, we still have a few more to add up here. That will be the next project. I bet there's a porter in here that's going to add a little more strength. No, to our
Yeah, man. The porter
obnoxious little
power.
train. There we go. We'll have a little porter power to pull out the other 20, and there we go. I mean, that's one step down and a little bit more gathered up. That's by far the longest train I've ever had anything to do with. So I think with that one, we'll call it a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for helping run the train there, GP.
You're
And
welcome.
we'll catch you on the next installment of the longest train ever. If you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.